Hello and welcome back to part 4 of my yarn wig tutorial. I've had a lovely little summer break, but now we're going to be diving in right where we left off. As we begin this step, I highly recommend mapping it out with a marker. The lines are where I will have a row of hair, and these little dots are just sporadic, random pieces of yarn that will be used to fill in the gaps. On the side here, working down into our sideburn, we're going to just be doing horizontal rows. And if you would like to save this map or pattern for the future, I recommend taking a screenshot now and then using it as a future resource. Alright, now that we are underway, I'm going to start at the back of the head, right at the crown. These pieces are going to be falling backwards to cover up any gaps that we have. And here's a little slow-mo for ya. Once that's all done, you're going to stipple in the holes here with just a couple random extra pieces of yarn to cover that black space. We're also going to put a row of hair all up and down this entire chain, and it's going to look something like this when you're done. Now that the back coverage is all done, we can move on to the front. Starting at the top here, I think this cap is so handy because it gives me some natural markers. We're going to form a parabola shape. I believe that's what it's called in math. An arched curve where underneath it kind of has this triangle shape to it. We're going to fill in everything underneath the triangle with random sporadic pieces of yarn to fill in that gap, as you can see here. I should also make a note though, if you like where that part naturally lays, put two sides of hair on it like this, and that will make a side part. On top of the head, we're going to fill in the first row of hair right along that middle part. It does not need to be perfect, and I enjoy spacing all of these tracks out because it reduces the volume of the wig significantly when there's all this hair put into one area. And as you can see, we filled up that space very nicely. Now finally, the last thing that we have to do on this section is horizontal lines, just following the curve all the way down to the sideburn earpiece. I believe this took me 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows to get all the way down to the side. Now you will have to join me for the next video to see how I ventilate this lace front, but we're going to be probably doing the finishing steps of styling and filling in any gaps.